Well, you guessed it. Why did my TMC mag hang up? Why did the follower hang up? So the follower is stuck right about here right now. My guess is the cable or string, whatever's in here, I've never opened a TMC mag before, is probably entangled. And that's what's holding it there. So I'm gonna open it up, have a look, and I'm gonna see if I can run it without the winder. Lots of times the winder is actually the restraint that prevents your follower from jumping out of the mag. Some of these, like my SMG mags and stuff, have little catches on them that actually slide in a channel so that they do not come out, regardless of if you had a winder or not. But I don't know what's inside this, so let's open it up. First thing you got to do is remove this little metal taco here, folded metal taco. So I just put my fingernail under it and pulled it off. Next is 1, 2, 3 Allen heads. I'm going to guess they are 1/8 because everything else on the marker is 1/8. That is correct. So there are three pieces to this shell. There is a full backside, sort of like a 3/4 window here, and then a little quarter section here. Oh yeah, these are tight like a mouse's eye. It is like a plastic sheet metal screw, so there's no nuts on the other side, so you don't want to over tighten this stuff when you put it back together. It can strip easily. I'm just gonna keep my thumb on this split right here, just make sure nothing goes flying out of here. I'm just gonna open the bottom half first, see if I can see without it going boing, exactly what's going on. Hopefully maybe you guys can see as well. So 3 screws, they're all the same size. Oh, well, there you go, boing. So it didn't appear it was tangled here. Oh, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Oh yeah, she tangled. Okay, this is a part that I hate. So I'm just gonna open this because I have to. I'm looking here. I don't see any little nubs on this follower, so deleting the winder at this point may prove problematic because this has no stop. It can just probably come right through there, but we'll test that theory in a second here. Let's pull this apart. Being careful not to unlatch anything. So there is a spring right in there, and there's your release or your ball latch. And try not to disturb that. See if I can just pull this winder out without mucking anything up. Okay, winder is out. It is fully released. So it's a matter of untangling this. How it got tangled is beyond me because I am been very vigilant about, or diligent, I should say, about winding this mag. Springs are like a maze. I'm not gonna make you watch me do this. I'm just gonna try and then we will come right back. All right, well, I untangled it. So yes, it was tangled. Now the question remains, will this come out of the mag without the winder? I'm gonna have to release this here to test that theory. So I'm going to carefully pull up on this because it looks like it's a loaded spring. kind of looks like this when it's together. Hopefully you can see that. So what I'm doing here is I just want to see, can the follower come out? Oh, look at that. It's a little bit fatter. So I can put these two halves together. Look at that. The little fatty won't fit. So there is another issue here with deleting the winder, and that is stabilizing the follower. Because the cable keeps it kind of pulled in that downward position, obviously. Can it turn in there is the question. Oh, you guys, I'm doing this for you. I am gonna cut this. You know what? I gotta place an order anyways. Or do I need to cut it? Oh yeah, I can retie this actually. Here we go. Here we go. So I'm just gonna push the cable out of the winder there, and you can see there's a little knot on the end. So I'm just gonna clip that off because there is a high chance that, where are my cutters? I may be able to retie this if this is a failure. And failures do happen. So I'm gonna cut it right at the edge of the knot there. Just like that. So it gives me, I don't shorten the cable too much. I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference anyways, but pull that out. I pull my follower out. Uh-oh, already done it. So it's pressed in here. It doesn't really want to push out. I'm trying here. Let me try some needle nose. Try to push this cable through. Well, to be honest, if I cut that, then we're done for. Let me see if I got something thin I can push in there. I need something really thin, like a hypodermic needle or something, so hang on. Well, gosh darn it if I can't get that cable out of there without pretty much ruining it. The only thing I could find was this very small drill bit, and I can't push it out. Let me try this one more time here like this. Nope, it just ain't gonna happen, guys. So I have a magnet. I doubt a magnet's gonna get this out of here. No. Well, I mean, aside from digging that out, well, we're going for broke here, guys. I guess I'm replacing the winder if this fails. So, no turning back. All right. Well, I'm not gonna do anything. So on the M17 delete, Wixon has a little bushing that goes on here, and usually I use a piece of rubber hose, you know, when I'm makeshifting these. But this is my first time trying this, so I'm just gonna install it like this and run it in its bare bones state. And if it works, it works. You know, that you guys have problems, this might solve your problem without any additional materials. But that remains to be seen. So first thing, well, I don't need the winder again. I guess I could put it back in. Yeah, why not? Just so I don't lose it. I I gotta put this spring doodad back in here. I don't know if there's a right way to this. Should have probably looked at it a little more carefully because there is, oh boy, there's a bit of a concave lip there. I'm thinking it goes like this then, because that would be your ball kind of rolling over it. We're taking a stab at it. I could go grab my other mag, but I'm too lazy. So I'm gonna put this in. Actually, let's do without the winder. So it fits like this. Sorry if you can't see, because this is my first time too. Okay, so I sort of have it in there, but you have to get this spring right on that other ledge there. There we go. It's in. And my dogs, cue the dogs. Drop my winder back in. I'm gonna put this half on. And I'm just gonna stick the spring in. I don't think there was a different end here. Oh, there is. Skinny end, fat end. Skinny end, fat end. So, skinny end. Well, the fat end might actually be a better option here. No, because it's too fat. If you could get the spring so it actually interlocked into this a little better. You can see how it's sloppy in there? That would help keep it aligned. This end's too fat. I probably squeeze it down maybe. Can I? Nah. Well, I probably could, but let's just do it. Let's just do it the way it came. We can always come back and make touch-ups. So here's the follower there. I'm gonna kind of jam the spring up inside. Like that. You can see, I could probably have screwed this side in so I don't have to hold it, but I'm gonna just slap this guy back down. Like that. And let's just check the function of that. Yeah, that, you can see, okay, it's kind of roly-poly in there. But as long as it doesn't turn on its, like, flat on its side, and it can't because the tail on that, but again, we'll run what she brung and see what happens. Because it might just be that simple. Tighten these back down. Oh, these things are stiff, but that's good. I really do like these mags. They're, well, you can see they're very simple, but it's the construction of them. First of all, they're narrow. They're much like a kind of a replica type magazine. And the material, they don't feel cheap. It's always a good thing. So one thing I hate about the M17 mags, and that's why I change them right away, is I don't know, I just haven't had that great of luck with them. They work, and lots of you guys actually do have good luck with them, but I grow frustrated easily. Oh yeah, don't forget your little tab here. So it pushes down, not, you don't snap it on, so to speak. Easier said than done. There we go. So just slipped it on, push it down all the way. Let's see how she holds. So I'll load up 15 joules here. 1, 2. Another concern, that's 5, having a winder delete. I mean, winders are mainly for paintball, right? Because paintballs don't like to be compressed for long periods of time, depending on the environment, you know, humidity and all that stuff. So the winder can keep tension off of it till you're ready to use them. In LL, that's not as big a deal. That is 6. But the winder can actually also prevent balls from just prematurely ejecting. Yes, I said that. Because if the mag spring's too strong, it can overcome your latch here and just spill them all out. So we're at 6. Sorry, I'm digging through some HPs there. 7, 8, 9, 10. I should have wiped this magazine out while I had it, but whatever. We're at 12. 13. They're a little bit sticky. I'm at 13. I think what's happening probably, but we'll test it anyways, is that the tail of that follower is probably dragging and binding up a little, but it may or may not have any effect once this marker's firing. So that's 15. They're staying put. Doing their shake test. So they didn't eject. That's good. You can see obviously winder does sweet FA now. Let's go see if it fires. During the intermission, Airguns Anonymous, thanks for thinking on your feet. He had a very good point about having my CO2 here. I mean, not only, even when I had it in the angle position, as opposed to having it through stock, with that 90 gram more so, it sticks in your armpit. Your armpit is a great source of heat. So the fact that you could tuck that in there is essentially a warming device, making your CO2 better. Better expansion, better power, more efficient. Something I never thought of actually. So great thinking, great idea. That's why I post videos, because I don't know everything. And sometimes you overlook stuff, and it's super, that was such a simple thing too, actually. And maybe that's why Tippmann designed it like that, because remember, this marker was originally designed for CO2. Whatever, okay. Gonna put it on off in here. This is a Home Defense 24 on off. This is a winder mag. This was my spare mag. I just tossed it in there. But this Grimberg Jewel is the winderless mag. So see how it fires. 1100 PSI. There's 2000 PSI left in this, but 1100 PSI output. See how this mag functions. Cock the marker, air the marker, and we are good to go. Just need a chronograph. Now, the black bottle looks, pretty good on there, but HPA bottle does. Now, okay, well, here's a perfect example. So imagine that's your 90 gram. I can feel the cold off of this bottle right now. So, again, great idea. But I don't like the look of this. Any case, let's fire this mag off. .302. 286, really weird. It it literally is shooting exactly the same as the CO2 the 90 gram did. 284. .284. Power is down, but this isn't a power test. I'm actually going to test this ball right after because it's been sitting here dormant for a little while. Maybe the pressure changed. It isn't full either. And there's a failure to recock. Second time now. I was expecting that it wasn't going to happen with HPA, but it did. So there is something going on there. I'll get to the bottom of it. And that was 15 rounds. Fired all 15. Well, that's not going to stay. Come on. Fired all 15. You can see the faller there. Like an eyeball looking at you. So could it use some stabilization? Yeah, probably a little bit. But I mean, I have to shoot it more to find out. But as is, it shot full mag. Let's just do something here. Well, I got you. Well, I got you guys. Curious what this bottle is outputting now. Because I definitely saw and filmed 37 joules on 1100. So what this bottle is doing now would be very indicative of the output. So there is, I don't know, 1200 PSI remaining in this bottle. Remember, it wasn't full when I tested it. 15 shots took about 800 PSI. Oh, it's so weird. Yeah, it says it's just a tick over 1100. Oh, actually, it's going up. 1150. Definitely put up better numbers last time on this. So there might be something going on. It might be time to replace an O-ring inside that marker. Just that one misfire. I seem to get one. Well, I got one each time. We'll get to that. Anyways, this wasn't about that, but again, that's why you test, because other problems arise and they need to get to the bottom of those. So hope that helps you guys.